Secretary is asked about guns because Joe Biden said that nobody should have an assault weapon. It's just sick. I mean, there's no reason to have one, according to Joe Biden.
A couple questions about the lame duck agenda. The president said last week that he was going to try to ban assault weapons during this session. What does that look like? Is he making calls? Is he taking meetings on this? Has he tasked the team with working on this? And does he think that 60 votes are actually possible here? That's within reach somehow.
So I'm so glad you asked the question, Mary, because this morning when I was in the Oval Office in a meeting with the president, he actually brought this up.
Wow.
Because he knows.
Like all by himself, like a big boy. He brought the topic all by himself like a little big boy. Isn't that amazing? I love that. He's growing up.
Knows how his comments were reported over the weekend. And he wanted to be very clear. And he said that, he believes that it's important to keep this issue in banning assault weapons at the front of minds of Americans. He believes that it is.
Yes. If we just say it over and 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 over. I'm not done. Over and over and over and over and over. I'm not done. Over and over and over and over and over again. Maybe you'll believe it. And maybe you won't even think what is an assault weapon.
It is also up to him as president of the United States to make the case for.
And again, Joe Biden, I just forgot, said semi-automatic weapon. So I apologize. He didn't say assault weapons, but he's back to. I think he's pulled it back because he probably was like, you know what? Shouldn't have said the semi-automatic part. My bad. I really meant assault weapons because those are weapons of war compared to semi-automatic weapons. You know what I mean? One's a weapon of war. And one is you could just have. I don't know. Assault frying pans are next. Oh, jeez. What's next? Assault frying pans? I'm always proud of what Joe does. Yeah, me too. He's a big little boy. He didn't say assault weapons. He said semi-automatic weapons. Exactly. But this question is regarding assault weapons, of course, because I dial it back. We need common sense assault weapon screwdriver laws. Thank you for saying that. It's nice to have people in my chat that aren't completely gone mentally. It's like, get rid of screwdrivers. Get rid of hammers. Get rid of scissors. I'm left-handed. A right-handed scissor in my hand is basically an assault weapon. Everyone knows that.
Why it is critical to move forward with assault weapons ban. And so he understands what's at stake. He wants the American people to continue to understand what's at stake. We know many communities.
What's at stake? Because I think, and I'm just speaking up right here, a perfect example of why we should have no laws for guns is what's going on in China. Do you think the Chinese citizens would have a better chance if they had guns? Probably. Call me crazy. But I'm just thinking outside the box right here. And I'm doing a little bit of ASMR. Because everyone's really into that these days. And I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to keep talking like this. It's important to know that. An assault weapon is Willie says in my chat, an assault weapon is any weapon that is used to assault somebody, so practically anything. No, Willie, you know exactly what an assault weapon is. Get out of here with that crap. I wasn't talking about screwdrivers, Derek. I said we need common sense vodka and orange juice laws. Oh, my bad, dude. Make it a sunrise. I want tequila. I can't believe they still allow pencils in schools. Automatic ones, too. Thank you, Wilson. It's fine. Finally, someone stands up for what's right. I know myself I've been stabbed with a pencil. That junk hurts, and you can get lead poisoning. Gary wants hammers.
Have felt this very deeply, very personally, and he also believes, there were families this past Thanksgiving holiday who looked around their table. And
oh my God!
Members of their family because.
Oh my God! Jeez, God, jeez. Oh my God! Again, I say this all the time. I say this almost every podcast, they will use your trauma, your pain, in order for their point to be put across, their narrative to be driven, their idea to be pushed. They don't care what it is. They will even put out, Paul Pelosi. They'll even use their own husbands in order for you and for their agenda to be pushed. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Hey, if you died by guns, well, we're going to use you. We're not going to say, sorry that happened to you, and we're worried about you. We're going to check in on you and see if everything's okay, and is there anything we could do for you? I'm really sorry during this time. I can't stand this evil person. We're going to put this evil person behind bars. Nope. We need to get rid of all the assault weapons, and then we'll get rid of semi-automatic weapons, because we might as well just say semi-automatic weapons, because there's no such thing as assault weapon, because we haven't defined it yet. And that's fine. Paul, the woman has absolutely no rendering qualities. She can't even garner sympathy correctly. No, exactly. Can we ban assault textbooks from our public schools? Thank you. Yes, I'm dyslexic. Finally. Audio-only books forever.
Of this gun violence, this horrific gun violence that we have seen as recently as this weekend, as recently as just last week. And he believes that they deserve for him to continue to talk about this, continue to put this out there about the importance of getting this done for American communities. But again, look, we understand it's an uphill battle. We understand that this is not easy. He gets that.
Due to the NRA, not because a bunch of U.S. citizens want nothing to do with gun laws. God, again, it's like people also died of car accidents. No one's going after the cars. No one's going after the people that make the roads. Why? Because it's the government. No one's going like the tire manufacturer. Like a lot of people die a lot of different ways. People got stabbed. People overdosed this weekend. More people dying of overdose. They pretend like it doesn't actually happen. It's like a fentanyl epidemic. What's that? That's the number one killer for people ages like 25 to 36 is fentanyl overdose, is ODing. And people are just like, you know what? We got to get these guns off the streets. That's the real problem. Really? The likelihood of that happening, of you being shot in an accident, is pretty slim. No, it's not. Okay. God. It's never about taking your guns away. It's just about keeping you safe.